Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm gonna be reacting to One Piece, chapter 1172. But just right away, I'm gonna tell you that I'm pretty sure I've seen the last panel of the chapter, and that's Zoro saying something like, I have a plan, and that's how the chapter ends. But yeah, okay. So, last chapter. I don't really get uh much else to say. I know I said like I was gonna have more in regards to Shanks once I thought more about it, but I think I said everything that I thought applied to him for the most part. I'm sure that more time passes, more will come to me. But yeah, like I was uh, watching a reaction with the of the episode where we see Buggy say to Crocodile and Mihawk that he wants to go after the One Piece, and we get the flashback of him and Shanks's basically their breakup, and it got me thinking like right at that point Shanks must have known who his biological father was, and I just wonder if that played a part in him not wanting to go after the One Piece right away. It wasn't just the loss of Roger and his family that he wanted to wait. But maybe a part of him already felt like he wasn't already worthy of inheriting the One Piece and becoming the king of the pirates, succeeding Roger. Maybe. I think that's definitely a possibility. But yeah, that little panel of Garland going, "Speak your desire, and whatever it is, you shall have it. You've been so deprived of all my person." It's so vile, Since, of course, uh, in a superficial way, he'll love his children and raise them with all of these. Oh, he raised Shamrock with all of these harmful ideologies of just hating everyone that is not exactly like you. And it's just, yeah, it's crazy, you know. Kind of reminds me of uh, a scene from Hunter x Hunter, specifically the York, New York, when Gon tells Nobunaga, like, if you're so willing to cry over a comrade of yours, and how come you can't spare even, a single sliver of sympathy to the people that you've killed? So, yeah, that's, it's just a lot. And it still hurts to see Shanks see, the blood that he has within him and what he could have become if he'd been raised by Garling, and just, be overcome by a wave of self hatred until Gavan calms him down and, basically tells him, "You don't have to regret your birth. Don't you dare. Okay? We all loved you." You deserve to be alive, basically. And that just, oh my god. Easily gotta be like a top two Shanks moment already for me. Uh, then we got Emu saying, never forget that Elbaf is a D. So there is a chance that this is not meant to be literal, but rather metaphorical. You know, like, oh, Elbaf is a enemy of the gods. Something along those lines. And I think that could work. But yeah, we go back to the present. Hyodin seems to still be processing a lot of things, but I think he no longer harbors any real resentment towards Loki. But I do hope that at some point there will be like a genuine uh, talking to between the brothers, and Hyodin will apologize for the way he's treated Loki in the past. And just, they hug it out and realize that there's no reason for them to not get along, really. One of the nightmare creatures went down, and Loki defeated it with his hammer, using an ability called Nibelheim. And Luffy saw it. So let's see what happens on this one. Chapter is titled The Elbaf I Dreamed of. Okay. Oh, we got the chapter cover with the bone clay. Reader request is swans helping themselves to bone clay's makeup. That's fun. Okay. We got the group. It seems like everyone is going up. Our foes number 3, and their mission is to kidnap 10 giant children. They mean to take the children to the homeland and use them as hostages to coerce the warriors of Elbaf into being their battle slaves. Okay, good, he's catching everyone up. Well, I don't see Loki and Luffy there, so it's fine though. They'll find out. How can a mere trio of humans run rampant over both the giant pirates and Yasan? Oh, just wait to hear that. I'm sorry, I failed you plain and simple. I mean, tell them about the region. You say children, but these are giants, right? How are the 3 humans or size going to carry these giant kids? They don't have to, because they have devil fruits. The woman of the trio has a strange power using arrows. It seems that whatever the arrows point, the children are helpless to resist them. They are walking ceaselessly toward the port in the western village. If they get to the boat, they can lose us at sea, and then it's all over. That's the true end point of the situation. But if that's all, then why can we not simply take back the children? One of the 3 is a man named Summers. I know him, unfortunately. A man with the powers of the thorn fruit. As a thornman, he makes free use of vicious, spiky vines. He can make them invisible too, and he has wrapped them around the children. And that means we can't pick them up? How sadistic. Aye, and they're hard to steal. If we interfere with the line of children, they'll bump into each other and harm one another like hedgehogs. On top of that, the final member of the trio is most likely manifesting nightmares as real creatures. The children's greatest fears have come to life to prevent any attempt to save them. The irony is the children are simply walking in a line in broad daylight, but we're unable to do a thing to help them. All due to the game created by 3 powers working together. Not so, we will save them. That's hiding. Well, I'm sure we'll save at least most of the children, but I don't think there's a 0% chance that one or more get successfully kidnapped. Considering, Emu's still here. Seems quicker to aim for the three causing all the problems, but Yasan doesn't know that. You say they're immortal, but there has to be a way to stop them. Like trapping them in something or crushing them or eating them. Haha, yes, I agree with that. We're nearly up to the sun world. So, Loki and Luffy will be, late arrivals. Whoa, huh? Oh, what are they reacting to? Yeah, the nightmare creatures. Hylian seems very baffled to seeing the dragon. It's beyond anything I imagine. Is there no limit to these nightmare monsters? Look over there. Is that the great Eric? Dory and Brogge's crew was on board, but the monsters downed the ship as they fought back. Unthinkable. Is that Hylian? Gashi, you're alive! And he hasn't been Dobby reversed. We've been down in the underworld. Tell us what's happening. It's hard to believe, but I'll try to explain. Captains Dory and Broggy are going to kill Chief Jarul? Oh, that must have been Hylian. They're going to kill Chief Jarul? You have to stop them. Everyone's gone completely mad. What about the children, Kashi? Ripley's got a group chasing after them, but we haven't had any word about success or not. They should have reached the port by now. Oh, and you, Rodo. What about me? Bjorn's there? I have to go. My brother's one of the hostages. Got it. Rodo, I'll go with them. Yeah, me too. Okay, we're already splitting up. Hey, Kashi, which way is the school? Apparently Nami's group is near it. You see that fire? That's the school and library burning. Why are they on fire? You say that Dory and Broggy have gone mad? That's right. Please, you must hurry. Chief Jarrell's life is in danger. Alright? We're getting a map where everyone is on. Okay, so current location is basically almost everyone that was on the underworld, except for Loki and Luffy, alongside Kashi. And there's the school library. Soul is still near it, okay. Okay, Western Village, Jarul, Aura's Castle. And then we got some nightmare creatures, and I'm guessing some children. The Walrus, a school, and Owl library. By the library, the Straw Hat crew. The library is burning. Oh my, they're still tied up. Chopper's still not back, and Brooke got some kind of idea in his head and ran off. Oh shit! Brooke went on his own? They're taking the children. Get these arrows off of me. Damn it, I never wanted to see Master Dory and Master Broggy like that. Maybe Brooke went to where Emu is, because they're possessing Gunko. Kill Jarul! Captains, please stop, come back to your senses. Under the power of Dummy Reversi, the giant pirates head for the Western Village. Rescue team, we're coming for you, kids. Get those monsters out of there. The hostage children. We're gonna be at the port soon, and then, don't want, you're warriors of Elbaf. But we're not warriors. The Western Village? No, you should flee if you wish. It's time to flee, Chief Jarul. There's no reasoning with Captain Dory and Captain Broggy right now. I will stay. I have something to say to Elbaf. Oh? He's using a Dendenmushi as a, really, big speaker throughout the whole island? Hear me, Elbaf. I wish to tell you everything before I die. Oh shit, he's already giving up. Is that Chief Jarul? Or Old Liege, wise King Harold, wish to bring Elbaf into the world government so that we might coexist with the rest of the world. Oh, Emu is hearing this. But on that fateful day, 14 years ago, he was betrayed and denied his wish. Oh shit! Jarul is actually gonna tell everyone about what happened that day? Chief Jarul, I witnessed a demon slaughter Harold and the rest of his soldiers. Harold resisted, bending the knee and handing over Elbaf to the demon. He fought and he died. I mean, not quite exactly how it happened, but sure. Yeah, that's the one way to put it. What? I thought Loki killed the king. But if the people learned the truth, they would rise up in vengeance and become the warfaring nation that Harold did not desire. So I held my silence. Loki, meanwhile, bore the rage of the nation upon his back and took to the sea. He may be a tactless man, but Loki is innocent. At the very least, Hydrodin is hearing it. Yeah, Loki is not aware that Jarul is telling everyone. A bit inaccurate, but a nice turn of phrase. That's basically what I said. Nicer than he deserves. Oh, yo, Hydrodin better not be talking about Loki, bro. I thought we were trying to get past this. Whoa, double pitch spread with Killingham, Emu, Cole, and Summers. Okay. But today it seems that though they had given up initially, they once again require our massive power, and thus 3 demons have come back in an attempt to take over our country. Yawn. I could take a nap and still complete the mission at this point. I really like this panel. It's just very auraful. Listen up, you devils. If you spare the children's lives, we will freely give up our culture and history. But if you think you've broken our spirit, you are sorely mistaken. Do not expect Harold's patience from us. Oh, go ahead, Jarul. I mean, I'm not with the whole like we will freely give up our culture and history, but I get it. You think you can rule over us and enslave us? Who do you think you're talking to? Oh, I'm sorry, children. I must ask you to cover your ears now. Oh, shit. That's right, Jarul, you tell him. The Elbaf I dreamed of doesn't bow to anyone. If the world is destined to be split in two, as the Harley's prophecy suggests, then Elbaf shall be an enemy to the world government. Oh, go ahead. I'm just like Usopp right now. Did you think that thorns, reversy, and illusions would cause us to submit to your yoke? I like that old man. I bet you do, Zoro. I think I like him too. 3 centuries ago, he was the strongest man on this sea. We will never give in to your rule. Am I wrong, all you proud warriors of Elbaf? You're damn right, Chief Jarul. Ah, the Elbaf I love is back. The title is from Usopp's point of view. I don't mind. That's cool. Fine. Just think of a way to undo these arrows. Protect the peace that Harold envisioned. Raw. Well, not Harold. Jarul definitely gave the people of Elbaf and everyone else who's here the push of encouragement they needed to keep fighting back. That's fun. We've caught up. Watch out that they don't trap you between them. I've got a plan. Yep. that is indeed the panel I saw. And it is indeed the final panel of the chapter. So, what plan could Zoro have come up with? I have no idea. I'm just like, what plans has Zoro, done or thought of before in the story? The only ones I can think of is like in Dressrosa when he was like, how can I get to Pika in time? to cut him up before he kills all the people in, like, I think it was the flower um hill, or it was where King Riku and everyone else was. And it was like plan plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. And I think he also might have been the one that thought of the plan where in Alabasta for everyone to have the X so that they would be able to identify each other because of Bonclay. I want to say that was Zoro. Other than that, I'm just like, what other plans? You know, like Zoro is not really the very tactical type. He's just like, let me in, I'll cut shit up. Similar to Luffy. Like even Wano, when he was supposed to stay with the fake cover and not cause any trouble, that Kinemon had instructed them to. He couldn't help himself, so. But yeah, usually Sanji is the one who comes up with plans or does things in the background that are pretty clutch and smart. So I'm like, okay, I'll let Zoro cook. But the biggest moment of the chapter was easily Jarul's speech, which I really liked. It's definitely, something Harold would not have done, fight to protect himself, especially not against the world government. For him, like, if giants fought in any type of manner, if I recall correctly, he would, like, really disapprove of it and just label them as violent with no redeeming qualities, I guess. But here Harold is like, no, we can't stay as we are. Sure, there's from extremes to extremes. We don't have to become the very, land of war that we used to be. But at the same time, we can't just let these demons enslave us simply because, it would be not pacifist. There comes a point where you just have to say, this is enough, and fight back for your rights. And I think Jarul hit the nail on the head on this one. But yeah, I do wonder if Oda will kill him off. But regardless, if he does, the impact that he made with the words that he imparted to everyone on the island will still live on, which is yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, like the first 5 pages of the chapter were basically just recap, which I don't mind. But at the same time, a small part of me is like, I don't think it was super necessary for us to see that. It could have just been like a line of Hayden or someone being like, okay, Yasan told us everything. Now we're ready to face off to what's happening in the Sun Realm. But you know, that's it's fine. It's fine. And I don't remember if we knew this already. But yeah, Rodo has a little brother, and so Stanson and that is a Stanson, right? Alongside um, Gerd, we are going to accompany him, while Zoro stays with Hayden for the time being. Though he did want to go and reunite with Nami's group. Also, Brook is just going around by himself, and we didn't get to see where he is, so gotta keep that in mind as well. Also, yeah, Jarul told everyone that basically uh, Loki is not to blame for Harold's death. He then, he tweaked up the story and is not the full, you know, truth, you know. But the sentiment, it's genuine, and we can all agree that Loki definitely does not deserve the blame for killing Harold. So, that's I mean, everyone has just seen what happened to Dory and Broggy, so I don't know why Gerald had to embellish it, but yeah, that's interesting. But now that everyone has this version of the truth, I wonder if at some point by the end of the arc, Loki will say like, it didn't exactly happen like that. I did kill him, but it was because he was running around like Dory and Broggy, and I had to do it. There was no other way to stop him. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for the chapter. Glad to be back in the present, and I'm excited to see what what happens, and if big fights will start up soon. Oh, we didn't see where Sanji. Uh, did Sanji stay with Gerd? Hmm, I didn't even notice. And Yasan as well? And Chopper, yeah. Wait a minute. I'm actually not sure. Huh. Okay. Well, I want to say they would probably stay with Hyden and Zoro, but I don't know. So, wait. Oh, yeah. I just wanted to check, like, who is a Stanson in One Piece? And he's a member of the new giant pirates, but it's not the guy that is with Gerd. Goldberg, that's his name. Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't making a mistake, and I was, so now I know. Okay. I think that's all I have to say for this one. But if you have something to add, leave it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the reaction, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.